Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. We will still let other participants join, and we will start in 2 minutes. Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here today and for caring about something that is so easy to lose, the traditional knowledge about shipwright and boat building. As we are waiting for more participants to join, I will start slowly to welcome you and introduce our program for today. Thank you for your interest and for your curiosity. I'm seeing from the registrations that some of you build ships, some of you protect them, some of you teach others or are students, some of you document heritage or work with non-governmental NGOs, different backgrounds, and the shared interest to keep alive the knowledge that is passed from generation to generation about shipbuilding. My name is Radmila Ustic. I'm part of All Hands on Deck 360 project, and I represent Innova Wood. And I'm here to show you what the All Hands on Deck project has built over the last years, how it works, and how you can use it and how you can be part of it. Dear participants, we are recording this session today. If you don't agree, please feel free to turn off your camera otherwise. So here's what we will cover today. First of all, I'll show you what the All Hands on Deck 360 project is and the collaborative portal is, what it can do to help you share your knowledge and exchange the photos, tools, and stories. Then we'll step into traditional shipyards from 5 maritime regions of Europe virtually. And then I will show you how to use the audiovisual terminology database with over 1,000 technical terms about shipbuilding in 5 languages. And before we go there, the main question for today that we are going to focus on, and the main issue is, what happens to traditional boat building knowledge when the last master of a village retires? Does this knowledge sit on a shelf? Or does the knowledge remain in someone's head? Does it disappear? That is what All Hands on Deck 360 project is trying to prevent. And we are here not to build a museum, but to keep this knowledge alive. The All Hands on Deck 360 project is part of Erasmus Plus program. The project is running a little bit more than 2 years. It started in December 2022 and it's ending very soon. Why the name All Hands on Deck? This is a well-known signal used on board of the ships, and it calls for everyone to come to help in particular situation. And with that view, the project wanted to build a digital platform where everyone who can work on the platform and use it and share the knowledge, explore it, and in this way help each other. And we are going to achieve this, among other things, through immersive learning environment and new technologies, such as development of 360-degree virtual shipyards. And all with the key aim to preserve the practical knowledge and know-how of European shipyards. And before we go on, let me briefly introduce the partners who made this possible. In our project, 5 partner organizations from 4 different countries are working together. And together we cover 6 maritime regions. CTEM is the coordinator of the project. I see today Thomas. I hope he joined from CTEM, the coordinator of the project. In case we will have difficult questions, we hope we can answer them together. It's a research center in EACEA, Spain, specializing in wood and furniture industries. CEPES is a European NGO based in Palermo, Italy. EDV, Innovation and Learning Institute in Germany. And today we have Roland and Evelyn from EDV. Welcome. The University of Murcia is a public university in Spain. With various research and e-learning involved through the Chair of Level History and Heritage. And I am representing InnovaWood, a major European network for forestry, woodworking, furniture sector, which supports innovation and innovative uses of wood and has 80 members throughout all Europe. My name is Radmila Ustic from InnovaWood, and today together with me is my colleague Patricia Zaton. Well, I myself am working with forest and with wood for quite some years, but this project is very special for me because it's about wood and it's about boats. It's taking the best of 2 worlds. And as I mentioned, this project represents represents 6 maritime areas: the Atlantic Arc, Balkans and Black Sea, Baltic Sea, North Sea, Inter-Mediterranean, and islands. And the flags show the respective coastal states. Why does this make sense? The division of Europe into 6 maritime regions helps us take into account the diversity and the traditions, and also the special needs of each region, promoting the regional knowledge. Today, I will focus on 3 main results. First is All Hands on Deck, collaborative platform developed specifically for shipwright. Second, the audiovisual terminology database. And finally, the immersive learning environment with virtual tours of shipyards. And let us start from the collaborative portal. It is available through our project website. You can see on the slide the link which leads to the All Hands on Deck website. And I will ask my colleague Patricia to also share the link in the chat for you. Oh, you can scan the QR code and you will get into the website. So here is where everything starts. On the website, you will find Collaborative Portal in the top menu. Click it, and you can either log in or register as a new user. The registration is simple. Fill in a username, email, confirm your email, set your password, and you're in. As you can see from my own account, you can add a picture of yourself or a background image, or you can even add a short description. It's optional, but it helps people recognize who they're talking to. You can also pick your role from a simple list. It does not limit what you can do. It just makes the community a little bit more personal. After logging in, you land on the portal homepage. It shows you the 3 main areas. We call them groups: shipwright to shipwright, shipwright to shipyard, and shipwright to student. In the shipwright to shipwright group, it's mostly about asking and answering craft-specific questions. The shipwright to shipyard, it's more about workflows, materials, and operations. And shipwright to students, it's where the teaching and learning happens. You can join any of the group. After you have joined the group, please click on the icon, and then you are inside the group. And here inside the group, as in every group, you have a forum, you have media galleries, you can exchange documents, you can see different topics for discussions, you can connect with others, you can chat, post images, share PDFs. You can see here the list of active members, so you can connect and invite someone to be your friend. So it's a bit like a professional forum, and it's like a community. It's for everyone, basically, who wants to preserve and share what they know and to learn more. Just an example, while you are, I hope you are there already entering the portal and trying it out yourself. You can see different kinds of questions. Like in your example, here a user named Clement asked a very specific question. Is there a difference in waterproofing with clinker exteriors, or is it just cultural? So this is not a kind of a textbook question. It came from someone who knows about wood, but he's from house building. And he got an answer from a Dutch builder who replied and shared online video lessons on clinker plywood construction. Clear, practical from a builder's perspective and a teacher's perspective. And then the Clement came back and also shared more, something else, a list of maritime events happening around Europe, in Amsterdam and in other places. So this is how the portal works best. Someone asks, someone answers, and the conversation keeps going. Another interesting feature of that portal, which I want to pay special attention to, is a map. So this map feature, it shows over 300 organizations involved in traditional shipbuilding in the 6 maritime areas of Europe. These are the shipyards, the schools, the NGOs, the museums, and each pin here shows their name, their short description, and the website link. So you can zoom in, you can see what's around you, you can look across borders, you can see how people are working elsewhere. And as we speak, right now the map features more than 300 stakeholders in the areas that I've mentioned. So we believe that this map is quite useful and it helps make contacts possible, also across countries, also across languages and regions and traditions. So if your organization is listed, please check the information if it's correct, and if you are not listed and you want to be entered, please let us know. So with that, this is the first taste of the joint collaborative shipwright portal, and I invite you to register on your portal yourself and to explore its opportunities on your own. Now next, let's zoom out from the portal and walk into the shipyard. Not physically, but almost. We call this part the virtual shipyard. Again, here on the screen, you can see the same link, the All Hands on Deck 360 website link. And again, I will ask Patricia to share the direct link for you. On the top menu, you will see platform. When you click platform, you will see 360 digital tours of real working boatyards. Real boatyards, not replicas, real places, real tools with real traditions. And let's see more about the shipyards. There are 5 shipyards in the platform. Each is representing a different European region. Albaola in the Basque Country is well known as a center for preserving marine heritage and craftsmanship techniques. It's also an educational center, and it communicates about the history and about Basque shipbuilding and also about whaling ships. The Bubs shipyard on the Baltic Sea is specializing in yacht care, maintenance, and restoration. The ship's class Hennepoel, its focus is on restoring, maintaining, passing the knowledge about classical Dutch boat types. It's based in the Netherlands, in the North Sea maritime area. Next is Astilleros Nereo in Malaga, in Spain, and it specializes in the construction, reconstruction, restoration of wooden boats. And the shipyard Cintura, it's a workshop in Trapani in Sicily, focusing on traditional fishing boats. So each one of the virtual shipyards has a different tradition. They come from different regions, but all of them, they share the same knowledge and this same way of keeping the craft alive. They all work with locally available materials. They implement local and regional processing techniques, and they are different whether in frame bending or in using of special types of species of wood. So what they also have in common is that they see themselves as the bridges between the past and the future. They are documenting their traditions and they are educating. Let's look at how it works. When you open the virtual shipyard, one of the virtual shipyards, you first land on an intro page. From there, you will step into the panoramic view, and it's just like a Google Streets view, but inside a shipyard. There are hotspots that you can click on, and that give you videos, for example, how to bend wood, photos, audios also explaining builders what they do, and also links to historical places or techniques. Also, when you click on 3 dots, then it opens a complete list of all locations. So navigation in here in the virtual shipyard is based on the icons. So you can move between different panorama locations by using your mouth, but also you can use the virtual reality headset controller, or with touch gestures if you are using the phone. All right. So what is inside? These hotspots, these are not just pretty 360 views. They are designed as a learning tools. You can walk around the yard, see how the space works. You can stop at the tools. You can hear the builders explain what he does, what he uses. These movies, they are not based on scenarios. These are real builders that just stopped by and explained what they were doing in their own words. So these kind of things are especially useful for the learners who cannot travel. And these pictures, and I said, and videos, these are not just for fun, they are meant to teach. And they are working on a computer, they're working on laptop, they're working on tablet and with the VR headset. Let's take a quick walk through one of the shipyards. So in here, we are in the Mediterranean now, in the Nereo shipyard. We can walk, for example, through some of the outer areas and stop by to see some explanatory videos. For example, here is a video showing how seams are sealed with cotton, which is called caulking. We can move on and click on another video. This is about traditional rope making. The raw fibers are twisted, braided, transformed into strong, durable lines, which are, as you know, essential for the life of the sea. So you can see that the videos are quite explanatory, but also there are some audios when the builders are explaining what they're doing. And exactly this shipyard, for example, is Astilleros Nereo in Malaga, is one of the oldest wooden boatyards, which is still running. They are building and restoring Mediterranean boats. They are using pine, they are using Andalusian oak, and they are using rope that they're making themselves. This virtual shipyard includes 23 panoramic scenes and then over 60 interactive hotspots with videos, photos. You can walk around and see workshops where caulking, for example, is done by hand. You can see the wood storage, you can see tools and where the tools are stored, the hand drills, the saws, and even a small museum about the shipyard's family and the history of the region. So this is authentic, this is not polished. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, some of the videos are quite nicely done, they are attractive. So we were filmed with using professional support and also post-production. So this is quite a nice spotlight for some of the solutions, which is important for the region. And yes, so there is more into the virtual shipyard than just images and videos. Underneath each tour and each of 5 shipyards, you will find interactive quizzes, short tasks that help you reflect on what you have seen and remember what you have seen. And these are in 5 languages. These are in German, English, Italian, French, and Spanish. You can see now the example, I think, in German. So these quizzes were built using HSP tool, free open source tool. So each shipyard has 5 questions per boatyard, and this is a combination of various types of drag and drop images, multiple choice questions, true and false statements. These quizzes, they work without login. They don't give grades. You have endless attempts. So this is just meant to help you to practice or to remember what you have seen and to connect the dots of what you have seen. The trainers, they can also use them, of course, in the classroom or in the workshop as a homework. So as a result, this kind of learning is quite flexible and quite practical and accessible. So today we have covered already the collaborative portal to share exchange between you, the virtual shipyards where you can walk through a real shipyard. And finally, I would like to tell you about one more interesting result. This is a European audiovisual terminology database. And this is so brand new that it is even not on the website. So I'm not sharing the link today, but you can come back next week and it will be already there. So you will have to believe me to what I'm going to show you. So soon you will find this section on our website. Another thing which we find is quite important, and it is part of All Hands on Deck 360 project. It's more than just a glossary. It's a full online database with over 1,000 technical terms from shipbuilding that the partners have meticulously selected the words that represent the shipwright knowledge. And it not just words. This here includes definition, images, audio files, so you can hear the pronunciation, and translations into 5 languages. So English, Spanish, German, Italian, and French. It is something that we have seen always coming up, because the same tool or method can have 5 different names depending on where you are from. And this same, mallet used for caulking might have different names in Malaga, in Valencia, in Nuremberg, or Palermo. And this vocabulary tool helps surface these differences and talk about them. It's quite a powerful tool also to show the respect to the regional craft language. And this terminology database can work in different ways. You can look up for a translation, but you can also look up for example, we try to type in the word Kalfatern, which is the German term for caulking. And as you can see, it doesn't just pop up one result, it brings everything that is connected to it. The tool for caulking, the material, this Kalfaterhanf, which is caulking hemp, then the action itself, how to caulk, then the hammer, then the iron tools, and even the person who does the work, the Kalfateren. So, sorry, if someone posts a question, for example, in English on the portal, and you don't recognize the word, you can go to this portal, type it in your own language or in English, and then it comes back to you. It's a small detail, but we think it makes a huge difference when you're trying to communicate different languages and across regions. We've built this terminology database. You will see it categorizing through different categories, grouped, so you can use it as a quick reference if you forget the term, or if you're working with people from other countries and you need to check the right word. So each entry will give you the short explanation, the picture, the translation into 5 languages, and also the audio file, so we can hear how it is pronounced. Well, we have covered quite a lot of information, but by now we've talked about the portal, the virtual shipyards, and the language dictionary and glossary. So here's the what I wanted to present to you today, but the main part is that all of this works only if you use it. So I invite you to go into the website of All Hands on Deck 360, register, explore the content, and check it out for yourself. Yeah, we are very good in time, so we actually can now go into the question and answers time. I'm happy to hear back from you if you have already tried using the platform, if you already went in and tried, and what do you think? How do you like it? What did you like, or what did you not like? You can also tell what you don't like at your own risk. How it's helpful to you. If you like to share your thoughts, you can unmute yourself. I know that's a lot of information, and you probably need time to check it. Maybe something that you thought about, an idea that occurred to you during when you have seen the shipyard tools. Okay, if you think of something later, no worries, you can always type your question on the portal or write to us an email. With that, I want to thank you for participating in today's webinar and for your curiosity and your interest in traditional shipbuilding knowledge. We hope together that we keep it alive if we use and share the knowledge consistently. Thank you very much. The AHOD360. Oh yes, we have a hand. Yes, Danielle.
Thank you for your webinar.
That was a comment. Thank you very much. Or was it a question also?
I don't have question at the time.
Okay, Danielle, thank you. You're welcome to explore the portal and use it. And we hope to see you soon on the platform or in the virtual shipyard or on a physical shipyard. And yes, here contact details. You will also find them on the website. Hope to see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye. Good day.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kirill. I think we can stop the